Okay. Okay, Jess. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're live.
Mm-hmm.
We're live.
Okay.
We're live.
Yep.
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 Okay.
Yep. Ah. So,
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing.
Oh,
I got nothing.
nothing. Okay. Well, I got something, I guess. Um, a little off topic for us, but I think it's funny. So
All of
I'm
our
gonna mention
pre-stream
it.
is usually off topic. What are you
I
talking about?
know.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. So the tater tot was arrested again in Romania.
Oh, okay. I was very confused as to what was going on, but then when you said
I
the
know.
country, that makes way more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Tater Tot was arrested.
Mm-hmm. And his brother. Both of them.
Doesn't surprise me. This is like what, the second or third time?
Yeah. For the same thing again.
Yeah.
Uh,
You would think they
let's hope
did they
hope hopefully they can actually, make a case and prosecute this time. That'd be real cool. Last time they had to let him go because they couldn't prosecute and
I thought
they
I thought
could
there
only
was a
hold
lot of
them.
evidence.
Well, so did I, but standards being different, in different countries, guess there wasn't enough. So they had to let him go. They could only hold him for that's like 48 days or something like that. Annoying. So here we are again.
We're the same thing, but okay. This is fine.
Same fucking thing. Stupid. Whatever.
On another note, I want to be a trash hoarding goblin.
You want to be a trash hoarding goblin.
Why not?
Why?
I don't
Is the
know.
better question.
I don't know. Just a random ADHD thought in my brain was like, trash, yes.
I see. But why?
I don't
What
know.
what spurred this thought?
I don't know. I couldn't even
Okay.
tell you. It is
Okay.
a thought. It is a thought.
You're supposed to not let those thoughts win.
No. It's just, yeah, no.
Got it. No. Okay.
The thoughts always win. The only time they're not is when they become intrusive.
That's mildly an intrusive thought, I suppose. I would like to become a trash hoarder.
No, trash goblin. Please get it right. Trash hoarder is
What's the difference?
one is completely different. I don't want to hoard trash. I just want to admire it.
Okay.
I don't know where I was going with that either. I'm still looking for a pose to draw.
Okay.
Which is
I
why
see.
I have a bunch of random thoughts.
I
The
see.
goblin isn't aware that it is a hoarder. Trash is its home. Of course. Of course.
That's the difference. Okay, got it.
Yep.
I understand. I think maybe.
How did you not know that?
I mean, I'm neither a hoarder or a goblin of trash. So,
Do you want to be?
no, God. No.
I have many to share.
Do you?
I could just hand you bags.
Nah, I don't know.
Coffee grounds. Just used coffee grounds.
Seems like a setup for Waterworld 2, where they all just put trash on their boat. They're trading it like it's currency.
What the heck?
Do you remember the movie Waterworld?
No.
With Kevin Costner?
No.
Huh. Aaron. She doesn't understand the value of paper.
Listen.
Paper!
I'm also not a movie buff.
But, okay. when you're here,
No.
I think I have to make you watch Waterworld.
No.
Yes,
What if
it's
I
gonna happen.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
We got shit
Yep.
to do when I come over.
We did. One of those things is you're gonna watch Waterworld.
One of those things is that I have to prepare for the convention.
I'm dying.
Oh, not quick enough. Not quick enough.
She's trying to kill me, y'all.
Again, not quick enough because you're still talking. Stop talking.
Fine, I guess I'll just go now. Bye, everybody.
It's like, hello, it's just me today on stream, as I have no idea how I would talk about Final Fantasy for the next hour. I want her to die on stream? Maybe. I would panic if it was just me. Even on a topic I knew like the back of my hand, I would still probably panic without Jessie. I would just like lose. She's really gone. What the hell? Well, it's just me, everybody. I guess. I was gonna wonder how long you were gonna keep that up, and then you're over here dying anyway. So
I was only gonna let it go for 30 seconds or so, but then you just kept talking.
I mean, isn't that what we're supposed to do? Just keep talking.
Yes.
Then what's the problem? What's the problem?
Oh my god.
You good?
I am so sorry, you guys. My allergies today want to take chunks out of my lungs.
Dude, I want to take chunks out of your lungs.
Where is all of this murderous hostility coming from today?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
Okay, I will try not to hack up an entire lung during this stream.
I would hope not, because then the police can track it back down to me as I was talking about murder for like the first. I didn't say I would eat it. I just said I want to take chunks of her lungs. For scientific purposes, of course. Okay. All right, Jessie, are you ready? Because I think I found a pose. It's not like the most fantastic pose in the whole wide world, but I'll roll with it, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the panel protagonists. I'm Melly.
I'm Jess.
And today we will dive into the world of Final Fantasy, a game franchise that I've only played like one.
Same.
Oh, well, hold up.
But that's okay. That's okay, because you don't need to have played, in my opinion, you don't need to have played much of Final Fantasy to have been exposed to quite a lot of Final Fantasy.
That is true. I do like to do like the little musical tone for like do you know, every once in a while, and then I get accosted for doing it because I haven't quote unquote played Final Fantasy, so I can't use it. And the person that I'm talking about knows who I am talking about. They're not in chat, and they would never be in chat apparently. So, okay, everybody. So, Final Fantasy. That's what we will be talking about today. It is a guessing game, and even though I have never played more than just Final Fantasy X2, I do have a wiki page up for questions on the characters I'll be drawing for today. So with that, Jessie, it is your turn. Go for gold.
Go for gold, she says.
Go
okay,
for
so because I'm guessing from a pool of quite a few characters, I'm going to ask you a few questions right off the bat, if that's okay.
That's rude, but yes, that's fine.
Okay. So, first of all, is there only one character in today's picture?
I'm going to say yes until I don't have any more room, and then not any more room, but yes. Just
okay.
Yes.
Yes, my answer is yes. Okay. Question 2. Um, is this character male or female?
It's a female.
Okay. Question 3. Is this person a magic user?
This person is a magic user. What gave it away?
I literally nothing, because all I see is lines and circles. I'm just trying to narrow down quite a large bucket of human beings, and and I need to be specific in my questions before I go too terribly far.
Okay. Well.
All right. So, in trying to prepare for today's stream, I I was debating with myself how I was even. Yeah, that's a thing that I do. How I was even gonna start this thing, because trying to talk about Final Fantasy the IP as an entire subject seems daunting. It's one of those things that just seems like it's been around for an absolute eternity, and
Hasn't
like
it, though?
Zelda. Well, yes, that's my point.
Okay.
That's exactly my point. It seems like it's been around forever. It's your entire life, very nearly my entire life.
That's very rude.
I take Aaron's entire life. So,
Aaron, you gonna take that shit?
It was hard, but I think if we're taking a very broad overview,
okay. I see how it is.
That I know where to start. So,
not even on my side.
So, Final Fantasy is, as a franchise, likely older than most people who are playing it right now, and certainly older than most people who are going to tune in to this particular stream, having had it start all the way back in 1987, when its creator, Hironobu Sakaguchi, first brought to life the Warriors of Light on the NES. Not pretentious at all in any way, those 4 people.
Yeah, Jess?
Yep. Sakaguchi wanted to make an RPG for a long time. When he worked with Square, before it was called Square Enix. They said no. Because RPGs weren't... I mean, they existed, but they weren't really a thing. There was just a handful of them in Japan, and there was an even smaller handful of them on PCs in the West, and they hadn't really caught much traction yet. It was basically just the... oh gosh, what's the... it was the... hang on, I had a list of them earlier and I was looking at it, and now I can't remember what some of them were called. It was the Hearts of Fantasy series, and the Dragon Slayer series, and a couple of others that they would eventually draw inspiration from. And that's about it. Until 1986, when there was this big boom, shall we say. And Dragon Quest came out.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And Dragon Quest was extremely popular in Japan. And Square sees the success of Dragon Quest, and their inside man, Sakaguchi, is over here begging to make an RPG. So Square lets it.
Square's like, yeah, you know what? Okay, we're making money. Yeah, you go for gold.
Yeah. So he puts this team together. That's a mix of relative unknowns and folks who have worked on
Right.
dozens of projects before. But his team was like not popular within the internal workings of Square.
Gasp! Who would have known?
Well, I wouldn't have thought that. I mean,
I think a lot of like popular uh, popular things that happen are from people who tried and other people went, yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe.
And they're just
what
like,
actually
not
wound
popular.
up. Yeah, what wound up happening actually is that Square didn't have a whole lot of faith that he was going to be able to pull this off. And he said in an interview that it just motivated them more to make it. Yeah. It would motivate you too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that I can't do it. I do a lot of shit out of spite, okay?
Right. So it gave them the motivation to give it their all. And he had even more motivation to give it his best effort. He did this interview in 2011, shortly before he left Square Enix. And he said the name came partially from the fact that it was going to be his last effort at making a video game.
Oh,
and if it failed,
the final aspect of fantasy.
Right. Before he knew it was going to be a success, he said that if it didn't become a thing, he was going to go back to school.
Oh.
And completely leave the industry.
I wonder what he would have studied.
I think it said in there, but I actually didn't write it down.
Rude.
So, sorry.
How could you do this to us? The people, I know. In fact.
So sorry.
Are you done?
But it wasn't a failure. And they gave it their best. And here we are talking about Final Fantasy 30 some odd years later. Can't do math right now.
What is math?
What is math? Right.
What is math?
What is Final Fantasy? Because it's hard to define what this game is. And it's on purpose, apparently.
Shit.
Sorta.
That's sort of
given the way that he imagined this game kind of maybe not being a thing that he could carry forward with. They intentionally made the game so that it couldn't have a sequel.
And yeah, that really worked out very well.
I know. And with its success, the team had they were in a conundrum. They had this
That's a very
popular
nice
game.
Oh,
and then they couldn't go anywhere with it. So instead what they did is they turned Final Fantasy into an anthology series where one is separate from the next, but they just bear the same name. And so there's no connected story between between most of the Final Fantasy stories. And yet they are all still in the same series. So essentially, Final Fantasy is a series about heroes of one ilk or another that rise up against villains. Your classic hero's journey tale. Sometimes the heroes are privileged princesses. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes the villains are actual gods. Sometimes they're not. Yeah. Helper, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to talk about that in a second. You just put a pin in that one. The games, even though they are an anthology series, they are connected by other things because they do share some stuff. So nearly all of them have the same classes. Lots of them have the same abilities, you know, spells and stuff. Some of the mobs carry over. Every
Tales
single...
of Symphonia, like all of the Tales games.
Huh?
Like all of the Tales games.
Yes. Right. Every Final Fantasy game has a Cid. That's the one character they share. And Cid Cid's apparently attached to the airship that is also in every Final Fantasy game, which I didn't know was a thing. But Cid in every game is like a mechanic or an engineer or something. And when you meet Cid, I guess you're close to unlocking the airship, which is a near end game vehicle that will let you traverse the open world parts of
the open world parts.
Final Fantasy. Yeah, faster.
Very nice.
Each game does tend to feature the same themes, although a couple do place greater emphasis on one theme or another. So, like the intro card that you used, Final Fantasy VII, places a greater importance on big corporation bad, environment good.
Change, sexes, and age.
That is true. Also, Cid is spelled with a C. 15 places more emphasis on like brotherhood, brotherly bonds kind of thing. Lots of the Final Fantasy games place a heavy emphasis on friendship.
Well, yeah, friendship conquers all.
Yeah. So here's why I was having such a hard time trying to wrap my brain around how I was going to do this. So
besides the fact that there's like 500 million games out there, and
no, this is exactly why. Okay, so here's the thing. Final Fantasy has spawned 6 movies, 3 radio dramas, 11 soundtracks, 17 total novelizations, 30
what the fuck
spin-off games, 16 mainline entries.
Okay.
That's too much.
That is, yeah, that's way too much.
It's too much. They didn't think it was too much.
Well, no, because it's making them money. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Square, you know, I'm sure at the beginning they thought that was grand. And a lot of this, to be fair, has come within the last 10 to 15 years. When they had their little merger with Enix before they were Square Soft. And then they were just Square. And now they're Square Enix. This worked for them for a second. But then they tried to make movies. They made the first, I don't know, 7 or... No, must have been 6 games. And then... maybe even 5. And then they tried to make a movie. And this was kind of where...
they were quite successful.
No. Hang
I'm
on.
not talking about successful as in they had financially, recovered from it. I'm saying that like they had actually got movies out there.
They did. Yes, 6 of them, as I just said. But the first 2, as I will get to here in a second, uh,
Yeah.
the fandom would more or less like to forget the first 2. There. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead in my notes because we gotta just talk about the movies now.
Oh, okay. You hear that, everybody? We have to talk about the movies now.
So the first 2 theatrical releases, Legend of the Crystals and The Spirit Within,
Yeah.
were so bad that the failure of those 2 theatrical releases led to a quite severe financial downturn for Square. And it was so bad that in, I want to say 2003, 2, they had to make a merger because they weren't sure that they were going to make it to the end of the year.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was
That's
bad.
bad. That is
Yeah,
bad.
they spent an awful lot of money on the CG for these 2 movies, and they were flops.
They
So
were pretty
so
bad.
they did merge with Enix, which was a company out of I want to say Spain.
Oh.
No, that can't be right. No, because they were in Shinjuku. So the Enix is another multimedia company, and they were the creators of Dragon Quest. So this company that's in direct competition with Square has this wildly successful RPG that's in direct competition with Square's offering in Final Fantasy. And they just so also happened to have some sour financial dealings. They had like a lot of stuff going on as a multimedia company. They had like video games and manga, and there was some weird like real estate happenings going on that they branched off that part of the company. I didn't really understand what that was going on into, and they had some other stuff they were doing, anime stuff. So they have this uh they have this group of mangaka, and they're real unhappy with working conditions. And the mangaka threaten and in fact do leave, and they take all of their intellectual property with them.
Oh my.
uh, and this leaves Enix kind of in a hole also. So Enix looks across, I don't know, the parking lot. I don't know how far Enix and Square were from each other, and they see that they also are hurting for some cash. And they decide that they're going to merge with
Ugh.
Square. So Squaresoft and Enix become Square Enix. And they make bank after that. A fun fact, did you know that Enix was the primary publisher of Full Metal Alchemist?
You know, I did not, but it doesn't surprise me either.
Yeah, that was the group of mangaka that left.
Oh,
Yeah.
sucks to
Bet they
be.
felt silly. Sucks to be them, right? I know. Shit, Full Metal Alchemist left.
The prayer lady who dies in 7, no.
The prayer lady who dies in 7.
I think, wait, uh, it's the lady, huh?
Like, the lady who dies in 7 is Eris.
The lady who wears, like, this pinkish thing. I think that's what she's talking about. Who she's talking about. I don't know her name.
Okay. Eris.
Yeah,
That's her name.
there it is. Well,
That is not Eris. Eris's hair is really long.
I haven't even done the hair. How the hell are you trying to guess hair when
You did bits of it.
I did? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, some of the soundtracks that they've put out are absolutely fucking ridiculously long. The guy who makes the Final Fantasy soundtracks, his name is Nobuo Uematsu. Sorry if I butchered that one.
How could you?
His soundtracks are beloved. People love the Final Fantasy music. And I don't know why they don't just go game by game and release the soundtracks that way, but they haven't. Instead, what they've done is taken
Just sing
the
for
game's music and put them into chunks that are way too big and tried to smoosh them onto 11 different albums for 16 fucking games. And some of these albums are 110 soundtracks long.
What the fuck?
110.
God damn.
The shortest one has 40 songs on it. It's like an entire symphony orchestrated play on
Okay.
one album. It's
okay.
too long.
That's
Anyway,
so much.
thought I'd mention that. And why, sorry, another side note. Does anyone know why the Japanese love their radio dramas and their stage plays
I'm
so
sure
much?
it has probably something to do with like how it was probably the only form of entertainment back in the olden days.
Huh. Because I've noticed there's a lot of manga and anime that get, especially nowadays, stage play releases. Like, I think there's 4 Resident Evil stage plays. I'm not even joking.
Why does Resident Evil have stage plays?
I don't know. 2 of them are canon.
2 of them. Well, hold up. 2 of them are canon. What the hell?
They're canon.
I
Don't ask me how. I don't know why. I don't know. They just are. Sometimes that's just how these things work out. Anyway, that was a side tangent.
that was
We're going to move on.
was,
We can investigate the Resident Evil stage play thing at another date.
okay.
So going back to the movies here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I will make a note
a second.
that
A second.
Yep.
Totally
That's
not a second, but
there's been 2 animated projects based off Final Fantasy 15 that you can watch on YouTube. There's a 5-episode miniseries called Brotherhood, and a standalone thing. If you bought it on Blu-ray, it was a 6th episode, but if you're watching it on YouTube, it's like a full length movie. It's called Kingsglaive. And you can watch Brotherhood for free. It's actually quite good. I liked it a lot. I did watch Kingsglaive for free. I do not remember how, but you have to pay for it now, at least on YouTube. I don't know if it's available for free elsewhere. Kingsglaive was good also. Both of them tell like little prequel stories for what happens before, like immediately before 15's story kicks off.
Oh, interesting.
And Kingsglaive tells the story, some backstory for the primary character's dad. And it's been a hot minute since I've watched it, so I am completely blanking on why that's important. I just remember that it was important to know why Noctis is having daddy issues.
Oh, okay.
You can Google that if you want, or just go watch Brotherhood and Kingsglaive. They were pretty good. There's also a movie from 2006 called Advent Children that
I
is
saw that.
quite popular
Good.
because of its connection to Final Fantasy VII, which is arguably the most popular entry
Well, that's
of
because
the.
everybody, if you talk to anybody regarding 7, it's the best game.
Mhm.
So.
There's. I was reading another interview done by Mr. Schreier before he left Kotaku, so it was quite some time ago. And it was people who are heading up some of the most influential studios out there that have all gone on and said, yeah, Final Fantasy VII was the one.
Is that the Space Aliens one? I don't. Was it?
I
I don't think so. I don't
I
remember any
don't know.
space.
7 is the one with Cloud
Well,
and
I don't
your.
know. I just like looked up and saw it, so I don't know if if Helper is talking about Advent Children or 7.
Okay. I never watched Advent Children.
I have, and I
Um,
don't remember. Like I don't,
yeah, I
but I also
I
don't
couldn't
think.
I couldn't tell you, so I
Pretty
don't know. I would be real surprised if there were aliens, because spirits within. Sorry. Oh, maybe.
Oh,
I never saw
oh, I never
those
saw.
first two either.
I never saw the. I only saw Advent Children.
Yeah. Um, I'm curious to know because I've heard things about Advent Children. What did you think of it?
It was not that bad.
Okay.
Um,
I've seen things ranging from it was just okay to it was a hot mess.
I uh, I wouldn't say it's like the best CGI movie I've seen, but I also wouldn't say it's the worst CGI movie I've seen. So
Well, it was 2006. So technology being quite different 10 years ago.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Not quite up to par with what we're used to. Um, I'm going to take another crack at who we are looking at here. Um, is this. How am I going to ask that?
Carefully? Question mark.
Does this
Oh my.
girl only use magic?
To the wiki.
I have somebody in mind, but as far as I remember, she's got a secondary weapon.
She can have a secondary weapon, and I've seen fan art with her with a sword.
With a sword. Okay.
It's like a rapier-looking thing.
Okay. Next question. Is this person a playable character?
Yes.
Okay. Is this lightning?
Nope.
Damn it. Is it Yuna?
Nope.
Okay, if it's not lightning or Yuna or Eris,
I intentionally made this difficult, just because I.
Lightning was my first pick because she uses a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yuna has that hairstyle you're giving this person. Okay, next question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this person from a mainline game?
Let me look again. I'm pretty sure she was. Yes, she was from Final Fantasy VI.
Okay.
In the Japanese version. Well, okay, I guess her name is from the Japanese version, but it says that she's a playable character in Final Fantasy VI. But her name and menus before the player names her is displayed as all question marks, and then her name in dialogue is girl.
Wait, what?
That is what the wiki says.
So, oh god, 6 is so outside of my radar of Final Fantasy.
Well, get good grip.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Yep.
I might not get this one.
You probably won't. Like I said, I intentionally made this difficult.
Probably won't. Spirits Within scared you as a child? Well, maybe I should go watch it.
Wow, okay.
To see. That's what the man said.
I can't believe you just assumed his gender.
I mean,
as I used his instead of any other pronoun. Like a dipshit.
Excuse me?
I said me. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
You just. This is you assuming shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you. I am not a man. Yep. See, you just assume their gender.
Sure. He's gonna tell me here in a second what he is.
Oh my god.
Okay. Moving on for realsies now.
I like how you still use the he pronoun.
So Final Fantasy as a IP as a whole, widely considered to be the gold standard of the JRPG genre. I think it's fairly possible that the JRPG genre just wouldn't exist as is right now without the existence of Final Fantasy. It would be here, but it wouldn't be nearly what it is today. It would be quite different. An untold number of games and game designers, and actually also movie producers, were inspired by the stories, the characters, the mechanics, the design of the first couple.
Do you want to hear a fun fact about myself?
Yes, I want to hear a fun fact.
I actually do not like the mechanics of Final Fantasy.
Which one? Because if it's the battle mechanics, I can understand that. Okay. That's so funny that you mentioned that, because I have a little tidbit about that. And I was doing some research about that because I had never heard of the mechanic that they use. They made that.
Doesn't surprise me.
And initially, so here, I'm just going to go into it right now. So Final Fantasy, the first one anyway, just used regular old turn-based combat. But after that, they created something called active time battle scenarios. They call it ATB scenarios. And it was proprietary to Final Fantasy. And it makes traditional turn-based combat more complex and fast and action-packed. So the way that I was reading it, and I don't remember having this specific issue in the game that I played, but also it's been a really long time since the one that I played. But in the ATB scenarios, the scenario continues on in front of you, even if you're in a menu. Is
Yep.
that your.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that you can't, if you're not paying
You can't
attention.
really pause, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're in the menu like trying to pick a spell or something, you can die in the menu.
Yep.
And the primary gripes that I saw from people that were doing the initial reviews of like 2, 3, and 4, especially 2, were that it was too hard, it was too complicated to get used to, and lots of people didn't like it. It was aggravating, all the words you could use to describe a new battle system that you're trying to get used to for the first time.
Yeah.
But now it's become so ingrained in their entries that they won't get rid of it. In the
It kind of adds.
modern,
I honestly, they probably shouldn't. To be
yeah,
fair, because it adds that level of like, of a challenge.
yes,
And especially with the games nowadays, like the challenge is lost a lot of the times in our like video games of today.
that's probably what they were going for. Um, I didn't read that anywhere, so that's just me speculating. But if I were to guess, that's probably what they were going for, is more of a challenge. It definitely would have been different from Dragon Quest, which was at that time still their major competitor. And it's, if I was trying to develop something that broke me away from a game that's incredibly similar to Final Fantasy, I would want something like that to really differentiate my mechanics.
Yeah.
At the time, they were also really working heavily with their game engine. They made this proprietary game engine called Crystal Tools.
Oh,
Um, and
fancy.
I know, right? And it was meant to do, all the typical things that a game engine would do, but also they wanted to have this focus on the character's style. So what Square, what the Talking Heads had done is they they took this poll, and I don't know if the poll was of players or of people within Square Enix, or I don't know exactly how that happened, but they took a poll, and they wanted to see if people wanted the focus to be more character based or more physics based. And what they found was people who were taking this poll wanted the character close ups. So they decided while they were making this game engine to, and this is a direct quote, okay, they wanted anime coolness. That's what they said.
Oh my god.
So Crystal Tools was designed to up the ante on the style factor. And I know you know what I mean, because you've all seen every product that Square Enix produces nowadays. The style factor is 12 out of 10. But that's all they produce. That's all they want. They don't care about the physics. They don't care. The cloud should not be able to lift that 7-foot long sword. It looks cool, therefore it exists.
Oh my god, yeah.
So that's what they got. But they pioneered that. They are known for that. And a couple of studios are following in their footsteps in doing that, which is okay. Not every game needs to be completely perfectly physics based.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy did a very good job of not making things very physically based, so.
I mean, I don't see how Final Fantasy would do the things that they have done and be a physics based game. It just doesn't work.
I am not very good at this type of art. I apparently need to rethink my life.
I'm still not gonna get. Okay, help me out here a little bit. What does her first name start with?
A T.
T. The only character that I know her name starts with a T is fucking Tifa, and that is not Tifa Lockhart.
It is not Tifa Lockhart, so good luck.
Oh. Lord help.
Oh, this is great. I love watching you
T.
write.
Man. I'm gonna have to cheat.
You could cheat at the end,
Okay, that's fine.
but not before.
Another thing that the wizards at Final Fantasy did, and I found this actually kind of fascinating, but it makes sense for the time period that they were doing it in. The first game had on its team a programmer by the name of Nasir Gabelli, and he programmed one of the first mini games ever in an RPG.
Oh.
In 1987. It's called a 15 puzzle. So have you ever played one of those sliding block mini games where you have to make a photo or a picture,
Yes.
but you have to slide the blocks in to do it?
Mm-hmm.
So a 15 puzzle is one of those, but instead of making a picture, all the tiles are numbered and you have to put them in order. So instead of having like 9 tiles, you have 15. And they have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
in order like that. Yeah. So that's what he made. And it's my understanding that they're in an awful lot of Final Fantasy games.
Well, I mean, obviously there's some interest, okay?
Man, no shade here, but I hate those puzzles.
Is it because you're kind of bad at it?
My brain doesn't work that way. It hurts to do those puzzles. And there's one in the Harry Potter game, and it is tripping me up. I am stuck. It's in an optional dungeon, but I want what's at the end, and I can't do it.
That sounds like a personal problem, Jess.
Damn you, sliding tile puzzle. Anyway, moving on. We're almost at the end here.
Jesse's having PTSD.
I am. Is she wearing tights with flowers on them?
Yep, she sure is.
Okay.
You
Final Fantasies.
with her
No.
wearing tights with flowers on them? Are you jealous?
No, I sure.
That she's wearing
Maybe.
tights? Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. Every Final Fantasy character that has ever existed or ever will exist ever in the entire human race is a beautiful person. So, so horribly unfair, all these beautiful fucking people. The reach of Final Fantasy is so broad that you may very well have played a Final Fantasy game and not even realize that you have played a Final Fantasy game.
Oh, yeah. Is that where Kingdom Hearts comes from?
Varied are the spin-offs. So if you have ever played a game from the Saga series, the Dissidia series, this
Oh,
one's a little obvious, but the Chocobo Racing series, the Crystal Chronicles series, all of those are Final Fantasy spin-offs.
well, you heard it first, everybody.
Crystal Chronicles is the one that I've played. It was quite
I
a few years ago.
yeah, I've played Crystal Chronicles too.
Yeah. I remember it being fun. I remember it being really cute. All the characters are really cute. And I don't remember the story at all.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
At all. I also don't recall if I finished Crystal Chronicles.
Wow. Okay, Jesse.
I probably didn't. But that's okay. It was still a good game. I remember it being good. I remember enjoying it.
Bad, Jesse.
Okay. I don't know if Helper is still here or not, but now we must address...
I don't know. You probably scared them off with the whole thing about you calling them a man.
Nah. Kingdom Hearts.
You know why they're called the Helper? Because they're going to help me murder you.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Yep.
Just mail my death certificate to my mother. Thank you. She'll want to know.
I'll mail something to your mother, but it won't be the death certificate.
Oh. That's cold. Okay, I'm going to talk about Kingdom Hearts for a second.
It's going to be a lock of hair.
Oh my god!
I'm just kidding.
Aaron, are you still here? I'm in danger!
Okay, for legalities purposes, this is all a joke. I would never do that to my own family. Intentionally.
For realsies now, I am going to talk about Kingdom Hearts for just a second. And then we will move on to the end. Oh my god, hang on.
Gotta take a short little break, even though I never authorized touch breaks.
No, I just need water. I am so sorry, you guys, but my throat has been unhappy with me since this morning. I slept with the window open, and that was a bad idea, apparently.
I mean, you had a huge ass low pressure system come through and drop your temperatures.
It was nice until I woke up.
Well, I mean, aren't low temperatures always nice?
No, I can't breathe!
It's them allergies.
Yeah. Okay. Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, you were trying, and then I kept interrupting like I'm doing right now.
I am trying.
Maybe I don't want this stream to end, so I'm trying to prolong
the stream. If you would let me talk about Kingdom Hearts, we could probably talk about Kingdom Hearts for like a really fucking long time, but I don't want to, so I'm just gonna mention Kingdom Hearts because I have a controversial opinion about Kingdom Hearts. Okay, ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
I believe that Kingdom Hearts is a Final Fantasy game.
Oh, is that why we're mentioning it?
Yes.
Okay. I need your thesis, I need a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay. There is a reason. I think it's the second game. There's like a dozen Final Fantasy characters. Yeah. And you go to their world in Kingdom Hearts. I don't remember what their world is called. And in it, while you're there, the Final Fantasy characters that you encounter imply, strongly if I recall, that the world that you're in was their home. And it was taken over by that
Damn mouse again!
No, it was that organization, that evil organization that's in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called.
I don't either, but they make the Soulless.
Yeah, the people that made the Soulless. But Sephiroth shows up too.
Yep, sure does.
And I don't recall if he's a bad guy at that point when he shows up in that world or if he's with the organization. That part I don't remember. But
I don't know.
it's the implication that the Final Fantasy world and the Kingdom Hearts world are connected that just leads me to believe that the Kingdom Hearts games are Final Fantasy games. And I am going to choose to believe this until somebody tells me that that's not the case. And even then, I might still believe it.
Of course.
I choose my hills.
To die on? Yep, you sure
Yep.
do. And then when you do, it's like arguing with the ignorant and you can never change your mind.
Sometimes I change my mind, but probably not on this one. Also, Kingdom Hearts does that stupid naming bullshit that Final Fantasy sometimes pulls, except to an extreme.
Oh?
Like
Oh?
I don't know if you've seen the names of some of the Kingdom Hearts games, but they're like ridiculously long. They don't go in order. Um, they do that. You know how some of the Final Fantasy games are like 13-2 or
Oh, yeah.
X2 or they'll have a 2 and then a subtitle.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts does that,
Yep, it sure
but
does.
some of them have really 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 long subtitles. Like the oh, one of them has a hyphen or a dash in the middle that doesn't make any fucking sense at all
Yeah,
whatsoever.
X2.
No, the Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember when that one came out and I was looking at the title going, what in God's green earth does that mean? And I still don't know.
I think it's
I
like
have.
one half is what you're thinking about.
Well, it looks like it's a division.
But there is a Kingdom Hearts game with one half in the title of the game.
Yes, I think you're correct.
You think? I'm over here giving you objective fact because Kenneth has it.
Oh, okay then. I will take your word for it.
God damn!
So you know what I mean.
You're over here like, it's giving me such trauma, and then I give it to you, and you're like, no, that's not it, because the trauma is so bad for you, Jesse. You just can't visualize as I get.
Make it make sense. Could I have a normal name for the Kingdom Hearts game?
No. Absolutely
Doesn't have to be
absolutely
like
not.
math in the title of the Kingdom Hearts games.
No.
It's unnecessary.
Math. You having flashbacks of your fractions?
My fifth grade
Fifth grade fractions.
math classes. Yep.
That's wild. It's wild. Cause same.
Yep. But not only that, it's just the sheer amount of Final Fantasy characters that are in the Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Advanced Calculus. I like it.
Advanced calculus. The puzzles are like all in like advanced calculus, and everybody gets hella fucking smart after this game. The nerds rise up, take over.
Oh, that would be funny. It could be argued that Kingdom Hearts is a spin-off or a crossover is probably actually what it is.
Yeah. That's probably
Disney crossover. But I mean, spin-off too could be argued. It's not really connected to any of the other ones, but none of the other ones are connected to each other. So
yeah,
spin-off is fair too. But I will die on this hill. Kingdom Hearts is a Final Fantasy game.
I mean, you bring some very strong arguments to the table, so I would believe you. in this instance because it, like the art style, though different because they have to like change it up because it's Disney.
They gotta make it dignified.
Yeah, looks really similar to Final Fantasies.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure like Disney in part probably had a role to play in the animation style. But
Oh yeah, definitely they did.
yeah, because that's their intellectual property. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was in fact a spin-off of Final Fantasy, like a crossover of Final Fantasy or the like. Anyway, and I will yes.
Hmm.
Yep.
So we've reached the end of stream.
Damn, already?
Yep. There are now, as of last year, July of last year, I think, 16 mainline Final Fantasy games, one wildly successful remake in Final Fantasy VII, and
Well, yeah.
two,
Nostalgia
yeah,
sells.
that I had actually planned to have this topic when Crisis Core, the second half of that Final
Oh.
Fantasy remake, came out. But our schedule being what it was, that just didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't
So
help that I had like events that were just so random, and
yeah,
I could
but
have
that's
them.
okay. By the way, if you guys haven't seen your favorite YouTuber play the remake of Final Fantasy VII, it looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, because
And
now it's got like 2020 graphics.
the story is still just as good as you remember. A
Of
couple of
course.
things are different here or there.
Well, they have
Um,
to add some like differences to make it worthwhile, I guess.
they did. Still, my favorite part ever is Cloud Strife in a dress in a bar. It's amazing.
I might have to look that up.
Very, very funny. And two rumored remakes
Oh, of
in the
course.
pipeline. I don't know if they're going to happen, but the rumor is 9 and 10 might be remade sometime in the near-ish future. I really don't see Square stopping anytime soon,
Yeah, I
especially
totally.
since,
Not when they're making a lot of money from it.
yeah, they're making bank
They're making
off all of these,
boku bucks.
and since they don't have to attach to each other in any kind of way, um, they don't have any reason to fuck with the story. They can just make a new one
Yep.
every time. And hey, if they want to be real different and make an actual sequel one time, I think people would be real happy with that.
Well,
They
depends.
probably won't.
I mean,
But
they probably see like other games that's had sequels that have like completely flunked in that regard, and they're probably like, we don't want like a flashback of what happened with the movies. So, I mean,
maybe. I mean, maybe they just stick to tried and true. No, these are all separate entities
mm-hmm.
from one another.
Yeah, one can only
Yeah.
hope anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
The other rumor that's going around is that 17, which is the next mainline entry, is extremely, extremely early in its development. It's got a quote unquote skeleton crew, is what I was able to find.
Oh, that's never
So
good.
considering that 16 just came out last year, and they just put out the remake for 7 in July, um, they got a lot of stuff going. So
Well, I mean, like
it's
a
probably
skeleton
another.
crew in general in the development sphere is never good, in my opinion.
No, actually, it's okay though. When you have your team split the way that the Final Fantasy team is split, it's okay to have a skeleton crew at an early, like first stages development.
Okay. If you say
That's
so.
okay.
Okay.
The point being that we're probably looking at least 5 years
Oh yeah, for sure.
until 17. It might be a PS6 entry, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh my god! Please tell me they did not just announce a PS6.
Oh God, no. No. We're not. No. Nobody said nothing about a PS6,
You
but
scared me.
that's how far we're looking into the future. Is 17 is probably a PlayStation 6 entry. So that hey, wow, I kept it under an hour and a half.
Wow, that's amazing.
I
Except I wouldn't
know.
have mind either, because I'm still fucking drawing this character, so.
Well, I am sad that I don't know who this is. I really have no idea. So, I cannot think of any other female characters' names. So you're gonna have to tell me. Oh, you said I could cheat at the end. Hang on.
Did. I did. You did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I am cheating. You said she was from 6?
Yep, sure was. She's a playable character from 6.
Final Fantasy 6 characters. Yeah. Terra?
Yeah.
Is that her? Okay.
I'm not gonna finish it for copyright reasons. But you get the point. You get the point.
Yeah, this one doesn't get mentioned. This game doesn't get mentioned a whole heck of a lot in my sphere anyway. But this is the game, I think, anyway, this is the game where the Moogles became very popular.
I'm pretty sure she has a Moogle, doesn't she? I don't know the animal companions.
I don't know either.
But I do know that she has one.
Terra. Oh, no, that's just a photo. Oh, what in the heck am I looking at?
Oh boy. Moogle is a weird word, Aaron. You're right.
Moogle is a weird word. She looks like what is she sitting on? What is this? Okay. I'm not gonna try and suss out what that is. Let's see, does she have a Moogle? Oh, you're right. Player
cool.
names her displayed as question mark, and her name in dialogue is girl.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Told you.
Terra is the first character the player controls and is featured in the game's logo, and yet you don't know her name. Okay.
Oh, Ken came home early as fuck. Okay, well. Well, is that it, Jesse?
Yep, that's it. Next week we are gonna pivot to books.
Ooh.
And we're gonna talk about our favorite authors.
Hey, so, that which
come
mine has
and...
changed.
Oh, okay. I was just planning on talking about Tolkien for an hour, so.
Oh, just Tolkien?
I mean, not just Tolkien, but I assumed that both of us would be talking about Tolkien.
I have a hot take about Tolkien.
You have a couple? Okay.
I have a hot take about Tolkien.
Oh, all right. I look forward to it.
Do you, though? I feel like you're gonna kill me.
Nah.
Don't lie to me.
I won't lie to you.
You sound like you're gonna lie to me.
No, I already told my 2 bald-faced lies today.
Yeah?
Yep.
Both of your bald-faced lies?
Yep. That's how I got my mom to her I don't know what. I guess I can call it a bridal shower, but that's not really what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
Take it away, Mel.
Oh god, it's my turn now?
Uh-huh.
Alright, everybody, we're going back to this winging the outro like I always do, that I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, and it always changes every fucking stream because I can never keep my shit straight. So, with that, I still haven't updated the website. It's like a freaking repeat on the vinyl, I guess, saying this every outro, but I do have plans to update it sometime in the future. It may not be until October. So the store is as it is, and it does have items there, so definitely check out the items there. But it will be updated sometime in October, including the panel protagonist schedule, because I keep promising you guys I would update the schedule, and then I completely forget, because that has been my fucking life this entire season, has been forgetting everything unless it is work related. So the schedule has not been updated, but follow me on Facebook and Instagram to know what the next stream is all about. I always try to post on Wednesdays, if not Thursdays, about the stream. So follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Melslog, and kind of stick around and see all the art that I post. I do like to post all my art. I will be posting a couple of the pieces that I did last Saturday up next week, so you can kind of see what I did, and it's glorious. I'm just gonna say that I really enjoy one of them so very much. It's immediately gonna be a sticker for sale, so look forward to that.
It's Beldum.
It's yeah. Yeah, that was the cutest one, you guys, was Beldum. Anyway, so follow me on socials for all the updates in regarding panel protagonists, as well as updates on where to find me in the wild. The next time you will see me in the wild will be towards the end of September. I will be with Jesse in Medford, Oregon, for Annie Medford. Details will be coming as they come. Anyway, because I don't know if, other than next week, if we have another stream before the convention. If we don't, all the details that I can possibly provide at that time will come either next stream or the following stream, which might be the middle of September. So look forward to all of that. But if you want to know everything, like the lowdown, everything, because let's face it, I also forget to post the social media except about the streams. Join us on Discord for Confab Corner. That used to be our panel protagonist only Discord server, but it is now our entertainment, news, pop culture, and miscellaneous, just whatever, random. Just a nice,
is a good word.
nice conversational type Discord where we just post memes or play a bot game for Pokemon that is weirdly competitive, more competitive than wholesome. Although I did give a few away that came up because I have too many Pokemon. But
there's no such thing as too many.
Okay, I guess my 205 don't. Anyway, so
you haven't caught them all.
Oh shit, you're right. So join us for all of that on the Confab Corner. We also do game nights and watch parties and doodle times. Doodle times is kind of like this, except you can interact with me live instead of just like, just doing like a chatty chat. You can actually verbally interact with me. Please come. It's usually just me and Jessie, and she's trying to kill me.
Excuse you. Clearly, you're the one trying to myrtle me.
I also post all of the art there before I posted to social media, including the 3 art pieces from last week. They're all posted to Confab Corner right now. So that's another reason why you should join, because I like to post things. Not to mention Portrait of the Month, which you can find on Confab Corner or Facebook. It is a monthly contest that I do where the winner gets a free portrait that I still have to do mine for a person in stream. Anyway, I've been trying to kill her the entire stream. Don't say that. Don't say that, because that's a lie. Are you ready, Jessie?
Yep.
Panel protagonists out. Bye.
Goodbye.